Tarot. For some, the word evokes a sense of mystery, intrigue, and even fear. For others, however, the word evokes notions of guidance, intuition, and communication. Both positions may hold some truth, and in this video series we'll unlock the secrets of the major and minor arcana to discover the truth of the tarot. Tarot is a medieval practice of fortune-telling and divination using a specially made deck of 78 cards consisting of the major arcana, which has 22 cards, and the minor arcana, which has 56 cards. These cards are mainly used in divinatory and pathworking practices, but can also provide insight, introspection, and self-reflection, and help one gain perspective. It should be noted here that while the tarot is a deck of cards, it isn't related to playing cards, despite the minor arcana consisting of cards with similar suits to the traditional playing cards. The use of traditional playing cards for spiritual or magical purposes is called cartomancy and predates tarot by at least a century, as playing cards are said to have emerged in Europe sometime in the 14th century, with tarot appearing during the mid-15th centuries. The story of tarot begins in Italy, specifically Milan, Ferrara, Florence, and Bologna, around the 1440s and 1450s. Playing cards themselves had already made their way to Europe from the Mamluk Sultanate in Egypt by the late 14th century, evolving from earlier Asian designs. But the mid-15th century saw a significant innovation: the creation of what were called trionfi cards, or triumphs. This is where tarot, as we know it, truly began to take shape. Standard Italian playing card decks already had 4 suits: cups, swords, batons or wands, and coins. But then someone had the brilliant idea to add an extra set of cards, a 5th suit, if you will, known as the trumps. These were the game changers. While regular suit cards had pips and court figures, king, queen, knight, and knave, these new trump cards were allegorical, featuring distinct, often elaborate illustrations. The earliest documented tarot decks, like the famous Visconti Sforza tarot, were not mass-produced. Far from it. They were luxurious hand-painted works of art commissioned by wealthy noble families, such as the Visconti and Sforza dynasty of Milan. Imagine the opulence. These cards were crafted from pasteboard, adorned with opaque paints, and often featured intricate tooled gold grounds. They were truly status symbols, reflecting the power and artistic taste of their patrons. So how did a Renaissance card game transform into a tool for self-discovery and prophecy? This pivotal shift really began in the 18th and 19th centuries, a period of burgeoning interest in mysticism and the occult. A key figure in this transformation was Antoine de Gabayen, a Swiss Protestant pastor and Freemason. In his monumental work, Le Monde Primitif, published in 1781, he boldly claimed the tarot was an ancient Egyptian book of wisdom, encoded with the secrets of the universe, perhaps even originating with the god Thoth himself. While historically inaccurate, as in there is no evidence of Egyptian origins, de Gabayen's enthusiastic, albeit imaginative, assertion captured the public's imagination and firmly linked tarot with ancient, mystical knowledge. Following closely on his heels was Ataïa, born Jean-Baptiste Aliette, a professional diviner and hairdresser. Ataïa wasn't just theorizing, he was actively practicing and systematizing. He was the first to publish a deck specifically designed for divination, complete with an accompanying book on how to interpret the cards. He even reordered some of the cards and altered their meanings to fit his own astrological and elemental system. Ataïa's work was foundational in truly popularizing tarot as a tool for fortune-telling. This esoteric turn was further amplified by the rise of secret societies in the late 19th century, particularly the incredibly influential Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn in Britain. They saw the tarot not just as a game, but as a profound symbolic system, integrating it deeply into their teachings on Kabbalah, astrology, and ceremonial magic. Their detailed correspondences for each card dramatically deepened the esoteric understanding of tarot, laying the groundwork for much of what we recognize today. With this burgeoning esoteric interest, it was only a matter of time before the tarot crossed oceans. It traveled to the Americas largely through immigration, as European seekers and occultists brought their decks and their knowledge with them. The occult revival in the late 19th and early 20th centuries in the New World further fueled its growth. But the true catalyst for tarot's widespread adoption, arguably the most pivotal moment in its modern history, arrived in 1909 with the publication of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, conceived by Arthur Edward Waite, a prominent member of the Golden Dawn, and brilliantly illustrated by Pamela Coleman Smith. This deck was revolutionary. Unlike earlier decks where the numbered cards or pips were just simple arrangements of swords or cups, Smith imbued every single card, including the minors, with rich narrative imagery. This visual storytelling made the Rider-Waite-Smith deck incredibly accessible and intuitive, allowing readers to grasp meanings even without extensive scholarly study. It quickly became and remains the most popular and influential tarot deck in the world, the one most people envision when they hear tarot cards. Of course, while the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is iconic, it is by no means the only influential deck. Other notable examples include the much older Tarot de Marseille, which maintains a starker and more traditional aesthetic, and the complex Thoth Tarot, created by Aleister Crowley and Lady Frida Harris, which represents a highly intellectual and esoteric lineage. Each deck offers a unique lens through which to explore the enduring wisdom of the tarot. So what does tarot look like in action today? For many, its primary role remains that of a divinatory tool. But let's clarify what that truly means. Tarot isn't about rigid, unchangeable predictions of your future. Instead, it's a powerful method for gaining insight into current situations, understanding challenges, and recognizing opportunities that might not be immediately apparent. Think of it as shining a spotlight on the hidden aspects of your path. When we talk about exploring potential outcomes, we're looking at probabilities, not certainties. The cards can show you where a current path might lead if you continue on it, or where it might unfold if you make a particular decision. This allows you to proactively engage with your life rather than passively waiting for things to happen. In this way, tarot becomes an incredible aid in facilitating decision-making. It helps you weigh options, understand underlying motivations, and see the broader implications of your choices. It's about empowering you to make informed decisions for your highest good. Crucially, whether you're reading for yourself or for someone else, the magic of tarot lies in personal interpretation and intuition. The cards are prompts, archetypal symbols. It's how you connect with them and how your inner wisdom translates their message that truly unlocks their power. But tarot's utility extends far beyond just gaining insight into external circumstances. It's also an incredibly profound tool for pathworking and self-exploration. Many use the cards for meditation and spiritual growth. Simply sitting with a card, contemplating its imagery, and allowing its symbolism to resonate with your inner self can open doors to deep reflection and peace. It's a visual language for the soul. The tarot is rich with universal archetypes, much like those explored by psychologist Carl Jung. Each card represents a facet of the human experience, a psychological pattern, or a stage of development. By understanding these archetypes, we can gain profound insights into our own behaviors, motivations, and internal landscape. It's a map of the psyche. This leads directly into shadow work, a powerful process of acknowledging and integrating the less conscious, often hidden aspects of ourselves. Tarot can gently illuminate these areas, helping us understand our fears, insecurities, and unfulfilled potentials, leading to immense personal development. Furthermore, many incorporate tarot into affirmation and manifestation practices by choosing cards that represent desired outcomes or qualities and focusing on their imagery. People can reinforce positive intentions and align themselves with their aspirations. It's vital to stress that tarot is fundamentally a tool for empowerment and self-understanding, not simply a crystal ball foretelling the future. While it can offer glimpses of what might be, its truest power lies in helping you understand yourself, your choices, and your potential shape to your destiny. And when it comes to ethical considerations in reading for others, this understanding is paramount. A responsible reader always respects client autonomy, meaning the querent is always in charge of their own life and decisions. We don't tell people what to do, we offer guidance and perspective. It's also crucial to remember that tarot readers are not medical professionals, legal advisors, or financial consultants. We do not give medical advice, legal, or financial. If a querent has serious concerns in these areas, they should always be directed to qualified professionals. Tarot, at its heart, is a compassionate mirror, reflecting possibilities and insights, empowering each individual to navigate their own unique journeys. All right, we've explored the history and diverse applications of tarot. But once you have your deck, how do you actually use it to get those insights? That's where tarot spreads come in. So what exactly is a spread? Think of it as a map for your reading. It's a structured layout for placing your chosen cards where each position within that layout has a specific meaning or theme. This structure is key because it helps us interpret the cards in relation to a particular question or situation, giving context to the messages that emerge. Before you even touch your deck, the intention and framing of your question are incredibly important. A clear, open-ended question like, what do I need to know about pursuing this new career path, will yield much more insightful answers than a vague, will I get rich? The spread you choose should also align with your intention, as different spreads serve different purposes, whether you're seeking quick daily guidance or a deep dive into a complex issue. Next, we'll dive into some of the most popular and widely used tarot spreads you'll encounter, and perhaps even start with. First up, the mighty one-card draw. Don't let its simplicity fool you. This is fantastic for quick, focused insight or daily guidance. Pulling one card can provide a concise reflection on your day ahead, a simple answer to a very focused question, or a single powerful theme to meditate on throughout your day. Next, we have the incredibly versatile 3-card spread. This is perhaps the most common and adaptable layout, and it's a staple for a reason. It can be used for so many purposes, such as the classic past, present, and future spread, showing the flow of events and how they've led you to where you are now. Or it can provide profound clarity by representing situation obstacle advice, helping you understand a current problem, what's blocking you, and how to effectively approach it. And it's wonderful for a holistic check-in, mind, body, spirit, giving you a snapshot of your mental state, physical well-being, and spiritual connection. And then, for those ready for a deeper dive, there's the legendary Celtic Cross spread. This is perhaps the most widely recognized and in-depth analysis spread in all of tarot. While I won't go into every single one of its 10 positions right now, that's a whole video in of itself, suffice it to say, the Celtic Cross offers a comprehensive look at a situation. It covers everything from immediate influences and core challenges to your hopes, fears, external factors, and potential outcomes. It's a true journey into the heart of a matter. Beyond these mainstays, the world of tarot spreads is incredibly vast, creative, and constantly expanding. Here are a few lesser-known or alternative spreads that offer unique perspectives for specific situations. First up, the horseshoe spread, which is a fantastic choice for understanding the various influences on a significant decision or a complex situation. Its 7 positions often cover things like the past, current state, future possibilities, external factors, internal feelings, obstacles, and concrete advice. For exploring the dynamics between individuals, a simple relationship spread can be incredibly insightful, Often using 2 or 3 cards, it might explore my perspective, their perspective, and the overall relationship dynamic itself, offering clarity and empathy. Next is the goal setting spread, which is wonderful for clarifying aspirations and outlining the practical steps needed to achieve them. Positions might include my core goal, my strengths for this goal, potential obstacles, necessary action steps, and the desired outcome. And for those brave enough to dive deeper into self-work, a shadow work spread can help explore unconscious patterns and challenges. It might reveal what needs to be acknowledged, where resistance lies, and how to integrate this shadow aspect of yourself for growth. Remember, these are just a few examples. The beauty of tarot is that you can even create your own spreads, tailored precisely to your specific questions and needs. Experiment, be curious, and let the cards guide your inquiry. And so our captivating journey through the history and applications of tarot comes to a close for this video. We've truly seen it all, from its playful beginnings as a game in 15th century Italy to its transformation into a profound divinatory tool and a guide for self-exploration in the modern world. What an incredible evolution. Tarot's rich history, its incredibly diverse uses, and its ever-increasing accessibility truly make it a unique and powerful system. It's a mirror for the soul, a compass for life's challenges, and an endless source of inspiration. Now that you've glimpsed its magic, I genuinely encourage you to explore tarot for yourself. Pick up a deck, one that calls to you. Pull a single card, or try a simple 3-card spread. You might be surprised by the insights waiting for you. And speaking of insights, get ready, because in our next video, we're going to dive deep into the heart of the tarot, the major arcana. We'll explore the profound archetypal journey of the Fool's Path, card by card. It's a truly transformative experience, and you won't want to miss it. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, share it out with friends. Thanks for watching, and as always, seek the mysteries.